Hi, my name is Joe Porter. I signed with the New Orleans Saints in 2007. I played 4 years in the NFL, and these are the things I wish I knew before I signed as an undrafted free agent. Hopefully, by sharing them, you can avoid a lot of mistakes that I made. Before I even get started, remember always that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. God loves you more than you can imagine. And on top of that, like, your family members love you, your friends love you. So no matter if you play 15 years in the NFL, you play 5 minutes in the NFL, you have value, you have worth. You will be missed. Number one, your opportunities are not going to be the same as guys who are picked ahead of you, guys who, they gotten, free agency, guys who make more money than you. The reason being is because, like, they have more capital invested in that guy. Even in college, if someone comes from a bigger school than you, say they come from like a 5A, 6A school in Florida or Texas, the coach wants to keep that pipeline open to that bigger school. So if you come from a smaller school, right, they might not, care as much to give you the same opportunities as this other kids. Your opportunities are limited. Number two, preparing on your downtime. Practice, you're not at the facility all day. Practice doesn't run forever. So, like, watching that extra bit of film, of course, learning your position and things you have to do yourself, right? But learning how your position fits into the overall goals of the team. Like, what's the concept that, the team's trying to run. Learning from the opposition, right? I used to, when I played with the Raiders, I would always sit like with the wide receiver meeting room, or sometimes the quarterback meeting room, and just kind of learn like what they're doing and what they see, and just pick up tips like that. Talk to the veterans, people who have gone before you. You'd be surprised. A lot of guys will give you a lot of information if you just ask. Right? Don't think you know everything. Also, in that same line, preparing with your body, right? If you have an injury, that's rehab. If prehab exercises, going to bed on time, your nutrition, all those, prayer, right? Make sure you're like, your head and your body, everything, your soul, everything is right and ready to go. Last thing is, do not try to keep up with the Joneses, please. You're going to see guys doing things that you cannot do. When I first got to NFL, I heard guys calling a coach by his first name. It was always, yes, coach, yes, sir, right? No, coach, no, sir, right? I never heard nobody, or maybe at their last name, Coach George in high school, something like that, but never by the first name ever, ever, ever. So don't do that, right? Don't do what they do. They got money. The money, is longer than yours a little bit. You'll see guys all the time. They want to get in Wisconsin, Green Bay, a lot of guys like those luxury pickup trucks. Right, and that's fine if you make $100 million a year or something like that, but it's not so much if if you just barely on the team, right? Other things you'll see them do, a lot of negative behaviors, you know what I mean? Like with women, with drugs, alcohol, they might be able. I know there's one guy, he a lot of guys, but you probably know some people too, he used to get high before every single game. Every single game, you know what I mean? Like, that might work for him. And, better yet, he can probably perform well in spite of that, right? But not because of that. You know what I mean? So I really would be mindful of kind of watching what other people are doing, and trying to, incorporate it for yourself. You got there for a reason. Hopefully this helps. Let me know. DM me, email me if you got any specific questions. All that uplift you guys. So like and subscribe. And yeah.